There is something so wrong about the photo on the cover of my client's lead magnet. So check it out. It's this rainbow of nutritious juices. Can you see the problem? Don't worry if not, I'm about to explain it to you so you don't fall into the same trap. In today's coaching content before and after, I'll show you the exact mistake, very common mistake that this coach made, and more importantly, how you can avoid it. And my favorite part is that doing this is actually going to save you time and energy. So I'm going to show you a few more pictures that she's using in her lead magnet, and I want you to guess, what is this wellness coach teaching? More juices, we've got white popcorn, we've got black coffee with community, which I looked up, and black coffee, by the way, has about 2 calories in it. So I don't know if you noticed her title. Her complete title is The Practice of Joy Foods: Create a Sustainable Weight Loss Lifestyle Without Missing Out on Foods You Enjoy. And this concept of joy foods is something that I helped her develop a definition for, which is basically any food or beverage that you genuinely want to consume and that isn't nutrient dense. So are you starting to see the problem? I mean, those juices are packed with vitamins and minerals, right? So these photos are just not tightly aligned with her message. So why does this matter? Why is this a big deal? Our brains are so efficient at processing images that the second we see that picture, we've downloaded a whole story about it, right? And the story this person might be hearing is, this coach is not for me. You know, she's gonna want me to snack on white popcorn and pretend that I'm so grateful that I got to have that popcorn. She's not gonna be empathetic when I get that cheesy chicken burrito through the drive-thru. She might think that I'm gonna whip up some beautiful rainbow of juices in my juicer in between chasing my toddlers and going to my full-time job. Now, in this case, I know this coach personally, and I know that this is not an accurate story. She gets incredible results for her clients. She's very warm and empathetic and compassionate. And in fact, the whole point of this guide is to tell her clients that, you know, sometimes you gotta go get the cheesy chicken burrito through the drive-thru, and if you stop yourself from doing those things, the whole thing is gonna break apart and you're not gonna lose the weight you wanna lose. So the risk with something as seemingly simple and unimportant as photography is losing that trust and turning off her clients before she gets to her pitch. So here's what I recommended instead. Use photos of common joy foods. And in fact, she was already telling, once we worked through this lead magnet, some vivid stories that she could pull from. And I'm gonna show you a couple pictures. I went to Pexels, my favorite, PEXELS.com, and quickly found a few free photos you can use. Guacamole, for example. An example she uses is going to a Mexican restaurant and getting chips and guacamole as one of your joy foods. Here's a baby shower cake. The idea of when you're in community and you want to share in a food that you really enjoy, maybe instead of a 2-calorie cup of black coffee, it's a beautiful boutique, delicious cake. So these photos perfectly match the point that she's trying to communicate, which builds trust, and it keeps them engaged until the very end so that they can hear her offer. And this is especially important in something like a PDF, in written content, when you're not there live, which we know is a bit easier to build trust, right? And it doesn't take any extra time or effort. In fact, I think this is gonna save you a lot of time, because when you go out to find stock photography to put into your material, right, the sky's the limit. There are pictures of everything out there. So if instead you can focus on making your stories really vivid and then taking the specific examples you're using to limit the types of photography you're looking for, it's gonna go a lot faster. Like I said, I came up with a couple terms that she had already put in her PDF. I popped them into Pexels, and 2 minutes later I had these examples to show you. And there are a few other things I recommend, namely inclusivity, but don't worry about remembering everything. I made a checklist. It's 6 easy lead magnet edits for more sales, and I'm gonna put the link below so that if you're in this moment now where you're trying to refine or update or create a new lead magnet, that'll walk you through what you want to keep in mind without getting overwhelmed. And in fact, if you want, after you download, you could come back here and tell us in the comments what you think about the 2 photos I chose to include in that PDF. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I'm Mandy Kubicek. Let us know in the comments what you found most helpful from this video. And if there's anything I can do to support you, you can find all of my contact information on coachkubicek.com.